You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone and welcome back to another PES 2019 update with myself, Bromo18. Yesterday I actually uploaded a video on Ibrox and Celtic Park coming to PES potentially in a data pack 3. Turns out I was half right, which I don't know. We'll come on to that shortly. But for now, yes, as you can see ahead of me, just on Twitter earlier this morning, and Konami come out and tweet this, save the date, data pack 3.0 is coming 6th of December 2018. So of course, everyone's excited, everyone's looking forward to it. As you can see here, I tweeted Ibrox and Celtic Park or Riot, etc. A lot of people looking for it. So there was a lot of excitement. But then, just shortly after, they tweeted this, and it said, on 6th December, Data Pack 3.0 will bring to PES Feyenoord's Kuip, Estadio Palestra Italia, home to Palmeiras in the Brazilian leagues, new team kits, new boots, new balls, and 50-player face updates. Now, we'll start on the positives. You know, new stadiums, new everything really, as I was saying in the video yesterday. It's all great, it's all handy. We want as much as we can possibly get, really. And, you know, the stadiums look cool on the pictures, don't get me wrong, they look very good. But it's just sort of left a bitter taste in the mouth, and it's, you know, it's all down to this sort of the face scans issue, and Ibrox and Celtic, the partnered clubs, etc. I mean, you'll see here, look, a lot of people are fuming about this. It's really the most common in the mentions and the replies and stuff. You know, we was expecting in the video yesterday, I said about how we was expecting in the next data pack for those to come out, and December would have been the perfect time. Around this time that they're releasing it as well, I said first to second week of December would be the best time to release them, in the build up to Christmas, in the build up to the next Old Firm derby. What perfect planning. And at the moment, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's subject to change, but at the moment it's just been completely ignored, that subject. You know, it's beyond the point of sort of no return now, in the sense that people can no longer use the excuse of, well, you know, takes time, etc. They're not a big company. I mean, listen, they've added lots of stuff. These two stadiums included the Chinese Super League, the Thai League, etc. Features that were not announced and no one was expecting, and they've prioritised getting these out ahead of Ibrox and Celtic, which a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have brought the game on the premises, the premise that Ibrox will be in the game, Celtic Park will be in the game, the teams will be licensed, fully partnered, face scans, etc. And we still don't have them. And I'm sorry for going on this little rant here, but it's just disgusting now. It's getting really, really frustrating. It's beyond the point of hoping expectation now. It's just been a massive letdown. They've really, really let these two massive clubs down. I'm not going to lie. Now listen, I'm neither a Rangers or a Celtic fan. They're not the team. Well, they're at least not the teams the team that I actively support and go to games, etc. But I brought the deciding factor for me buying PES 2019 was that these grounds would be in the game, the teams would be fully licensed. You know, for years and years, I've been asking for, you know, on FIFA or PES, just someone to get the two stadiums, Celtic Park and Ibrox, into the game, because it's just, I think a lot of people have, really, and it's never happened. And finally, we get that sort of promise to us, and it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened, and it's just so frustrating. So I myself feel, you know, completely mugged off. But for actual fans of the club, of both clubs, they just must feel absolutely shafted, because they've just been completely mugged off, for want of a better phrase, really. But I suppose that's accurate. That's how it is, you know. We've just been completely lied to. I mean, it's ridiculous. How can these two stadiums be added to the game before the ones that you've promised, you've sold the game on. It makes no sense whatsoever. It literally makes no sense to me. I cannot find any reason of justification of why this delay has been so bad. And no longer can people use the excuse, as I say, that they're a small company. It will take a long time for them to get 2 stadiums in the game. 1, no it won't. And 2, look, they've already added stadiums, they've already added leagues. They've had plenty of time. This was announced in June. And it is now, well, as of when you're watching this, it will probably be December, but at the moment it's end of November for me, and they're still not in. And that is not good enough, I'm afraid. Say whatever you want about EA. I don't like them as a company, and I don't like the practices that they exercise. But at the end of the day, I know for a fact, and all of you guys know, is that if they announced that Rangers and Celtic were fully licensed. In fact, if they announced any team was fully licensed and their stadium would be in the next game, 100% it would be in the game on release. That is a fact. And now PES can no longer use the excuse of, well, we don't have the manpower, we're a small company, because you've had the time to do all this. So, you know, you've had the time to go and release any other stadiums. And, you know, we're not quickly bring you to notifications. You and you know, sort of replied to my tweet and said something that said rings true. And he said it's not like Irox or Parkhead would take much more effort, considering they bothered to model a whole city behind the Estadio. And he's absolutely right, to be honest. Let's have a look here. Look, they've even, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That must take intricate sort of, it just must take extraordinary amount of time. And they've had the time to do that, and you know, sort of put in the effort and the grind, but haven't been able to do this. It's just really disappointing. It's such a shame as well, because these are actually cool additions. You know, these are something that haven't really been in any games. I'm not sure these two have been in a game ever, like any past PES and any past FIFA. So you know, this would have been really cool. But you know, just for me, and I know for a lot of you guys as well. It's just really disappointed me. I literally thought this was it. Finally, even if it was released now, it would be far too late. It would be unacceptable. But at least it would be released. But it's not to be, and that is a real shame. It's just very frustrating. I'm really sorry for putting a damper on this, guys. But you know, I just felt like I had to vent my frustrations. It's not as if, I know people will think I'm a Konami hater here. It's really not the case. I would love nothing more. I would love nothing more, believe me, than for Konami to suddenly surpass EA, you know, releasing the #1 football simulation game in the world, and to, you know, rub it in EA's face, etc. I would love nothing more. I'm on their side. But they don't. They're ran in, it's clear to me now that the company is ran in a strange mentality, really. It's a tin pot way of thinking. I'm really sorry to say, but it is. And you know, there's even PES fans, you know, hardcore PES fans, much more so than myself, who've been agreeing with me in the comments, and they've been saying, look, you know, it's really not good enough. And yeah, you know, really frustrated about this. But on the plus note, we've got a lot of new stuff. No, not the player faces of the partner clubs, which they've promised, but they're just random player faces here and about. Actually, strike that, they did add the ones of Schalke, but that's about it. But yeah, so I did go to visit their website and have a look at a breakdown of the data pack, but they haven't yet released an article on it. This is all we know. This is all we have on their Twitter pages. So yeah, unfortunately, we can't have a sort of a real deep dive. But yeah, as you can see, new team kits, new boots, balls, and player face updates, as well as the stadiums. A real shame. Can you imagine how sort of insane this release would have been if you had these two stadiums along with Ibrox and Selhurst Park, and you also had the player face scans for the partner clubs? It would have been really, really, really big, real sort of monumental release. I don't know. I suppose they could still be announced for this data pack. I mean, it is within the realms of possibility, to be fair. It's just unlikely, because Konami very rarely do that. They usually get everything out in the first announcement. So for them to add something seems unlikely. But, you know, well, like I say, I'm past hoping now. So, yeah, that's that. But, yeah, just thought I'd give you guys an update, really, after the video yesterday. got the announcement. For those of you who are interested in playing the stadiums, fair enough, they look very nice. 6th of December is when it will be available. So save the date, as it says on the tweets. But that's about it from me. Just a quick turn into a fairly long update from me regarding this. But yeah, we'll round the video off there. So if you've somehow enjoyed it, guys, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to check out cdkeys.com for all the latest, cheapest deals on games and codes, products, etc. Check the affiliate link in the description and you can head over to their websites. And until next time, guys, I'm Bro18 and I'll see you soon.